Would you rather pay for a man on the first date or sleep with him on the first date?
Oh my God. Pay.
You'd rather pay?
But in the same time, like, I don't have an issue paying for my stuff, but I feel like the guy should pay on the
paying for
first
him.
date. For him, for...
So like you go out on a dinner date with a guy, you pay, you cover the entire bill.
Yeah, I'd rather pay.
Yeah. Why would you rather pay?
Because I'm still trying to get a person. I don't want to sleep with him on the first date because it just clouds my brain, and it's gonna be like when you sleep with someone, you exchange energies and everything is so much different afterwards.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, 100%. No. Have you ever paid for a guy on the first date where you've had to cover the bill?
I paid half of the bill. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think I've paid the entire bill, but half of the bill, yeah.
Did you, when you paid for half the bill, did that make you think, oh, this is the guy for me? Really? Why is that?
First of all, it came from him as well.
What do you mean? He was like, let's split it.
Yes.
And it was the first date?
Yeah, it was the first date.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it, but if he invite me, because he invited me there and he chose the place and everything, I feel like, okay, it should be you. If I would have invited you, I would have paid for it. I wouldn't have an issue.
What, paid for him or paid for yourself?
For him as well, because it's my invite. Like, it was my pleasure to invite you, so I can pay for you. But it's you who invited me, so...
And this was the first date?
Yes.
I understand that, but I think that's a very convenient position to take because we know for the first date, most of the time it's the guy asking the girl, even when the girl likes him. So like, if you really like a guy, like most girls don't ask a guy out on the first date. Usually they...
But it happens.
What happens?
I mean, it happens. Like, it's not...
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
You've asked a guy out on the first date?
I mean, we met before. I think like just... It was spontaneous, but like, and maybe they asked for my number or whatever.
That he asked for your number?
Yes.
So you didn't even ask for his?
No. But then when we were texting, like...
Yeah.
I brought her up to meet and everything.
So you went on the first date. Did you pay for him?
I don't think so.
So even when you do ask him on the first date, you don't pay for him? I'm not saying you should.
Because I offered, but he didn't want to. So that's something else.
You offered to pay for him or you offered to pay for yourself?
I offered to pay.
Did he pay for you?
Yes.
But you see my point though?
Yeah.
Like when a guy and girl like each other, we almost still go to the default of him pursuing her, him asking her out, right? Because you can go to a bar where you see a guy like, oh, I like the look of him. I like his energy. I like his vibe. But most girls don't go and approach them. They will make themselves approachable to him. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like,
True.
I get, you're like, well, if you invited me out, you should pay for me. I get that. But that's a convenient position to take because even when you like a guy, you're not going to ask him out anyway. 9 times out of 10.
Even if like we can just go for a coffee for a first date and it doesn't have to be something expensive.
I agree. So why? Because then the argument is, why should he pay for you even though he asked you out? Because he obviously asked you out to get to know you, right?
Yeah, he shouldn't, but I feel like that's how society made it. Like, that's how
but these are modern
is.
times. You're a strong, independent woman. You earn your own money. You look after yourself. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like that shows more interested. Okay, I'm really interested to know this person. Like, I'm willing to like invest in this person. I'm willing to like get to know her more. So I feel like some guys, if they don't want to see you again, they will do that. Like, okay, split the bill or like they let you pay the bill. But if they're really interested in you, they would just pay.
I agree. And I agree. And listen, I think a guy should pay, right? But obviously, I just find it interesting because we live in modern times where actually women out earn men, right? Since 2014, women under the age of 20 out earn their male counterparts. Women are absolutely killing in their careers, but yet when they go on a date with a guy, they still expect him to pay for her. Because
even if we do earn more, we still want to feel that the man is capable to like take care of a family, or like that shows responsibility as well.
I agree, but
Like
why pay on the first date? Like, you don't owe each other anything, is what I'm
we
trying
don't,
to say.
yeah.
Like, you're going there because you want to get to know him. If you didn't want to get to know him, you just say no. And he's asking you because he wants to get to know you, right?
Exactly.
So it's kind of like, if you don't owe each other anything, like, why is it such a big issue if he doesn't pay? I think a lot of guys, especially modern men, they don't understand this from women, because it's like, you want equality where we respect each other equally, but then if I don't pay for you, then that's an issue. At least on the first date, when it's different, because obviously a guy's investment should go up as you get together, right?
Yeah.
So like, if it's like a year in, he's gonna be like, yeah, babe, I'm gonna come for you because I'm that person in the relationship. But the first date, you don't know each other.
You don't know each other, but to me, like, I can't speak for everyone else, but to me, I feel like that shows like, okay, you're interested enough to like just pay for this. You don't have an issue, like, because you want to know me more. And like, I don't know,
do you think
that's just how it is for me.
So just hypothetical, if a guy split the bill but then tried to kiss you, and then a guy paid for you but then didn't try to kiss you, who do you think would be interested in you more?
It's tricky because you have to know the vibe. Like, it's different with everyone. Like, I wouldn't kiss you if I would feel like, okay, I don't want to see you again.
Of course.
And sometimes it's like, just, I appreciate more if a guy doesn't try to kiss me on the first date.
Yeah, but we were talking about, you're like, oh, well, if a guy asks to split the bill, it makes you think that he's not interested in getting to know you and continuing. So I'm asking, if a guy, let's say, had a really great date, right? One version had a great date, he asked to split the bill, but he tried to kiss you, right? Or you've got another guy, had a really great date, didn't split the bill, he paid, but then he didn't show any physical interest. Who would you think likes you more?
The guy who tries to kiss me, obviously.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think a guy should pay. I think a woman should definitely offer, because he doesn't owe her anything. And I think it's not about money, it's about the gesture, right? To show that she appreciates it. She's like, you don't have to pay for me, and I appreciate that you do, right? But she shows that she was prepared to.
Exactly.
Because I think if she comes with that expectation, to a lot of guys, it can come across as entitled. And it's not that men don't want to do that for women. They just want to know that it's appreciated.
But you can tell as a guy if someone like doesn't appreciate you paying for them. Like, you can actually tell from talking to them, from their behavior and everything. So
yeah, but I think
if someone doesn't say thank you afterwards, like, it's just also like disrespectful. Like,
yeah, of course, if she doesn't actually say thank you. But I think if she expects him to, I think that.
I mean, you can't have any expectation when you first meet someone.
Exactly. No, exactly. I agree. What's something else you want to bring to conversation? Do an address. Yeah. She's so prepared, guys. We love it. We love it.
I have my notebook here.
Yeah, she does.
My notes app. Okay, give me a second. Is this something like a perfect first date?
Go for it. Oh, is there something like a perfect first date?
Yeah, I'm asking for you. I'm asking you.
Well, I think the first date should always be a coffee date.
Yeah. Low
stakes, low investment. It's just you and the other person. You're not drinking intoxicated. So, there's no, it's the best environment where you can be friendly and genuine. And also because it doesn't have to last long. It can last an hour, 2 hours if you're both free and you're enjoying the conversation. I think coffee date's a perfect first date, or like a walk in the park, something low investment, low stakes. Because when you go for dinner, like, you have the starter, and if you already decided this person's not really for me, you've got to sit through the main course, or if they want to have dessert, or if you want to drink, and then a lot of people, if they've feel from the beginning that they're not into it, they will compensate by getting drunk, and then they may do things that they wouldn't have done if they were sober.
That's not ideal at all.
Do you know what I mean? How about you? Do you have like a perfect first date for you?
I mean, I agree with you going for a coffee because you don't know the person, as you said. I like to go for dinner as well. But also like if I talk to that person for a bit before going on a date, know them a bit, talk to them on the phone,
Sure.
then that's a different thing, because I heard their voice, I heard their energy. Like you can get to know them a bit more than just texting and go for a date straight away.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So
I
it
agree.
depends on the situation.
What's one thing that you say before going on a date with a guy? Let's say you've been talking to him and stuff. What's one thing that you say you look for now that you didn't look for before you go on a date with him?
He's really paying attention to what I say and asking questions.
Okay. Yeah. Would the guys not do that before?
They did, but not really. Like they didn't show too much interest in the first date. So like
On the first date or texting up to the first date?
both. Like if you're not really interested in like deep conversations or like just knowing like details about their life, like I feel like you're not open enough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also being on your phone while you're dating someone for the first time, or like I feel like you shouldn't use your phone at all. Maybe if you have something important,
I
like
agree.
just let them know.
Yeah.
But being on the phone in between, like when you're talking, is just disrespectful, and it's a red flag already.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Like why? Like you're there in person. Like
Exactly.
surely the whole point you were text on the phone was so you could have this. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. It's weird because I've heard from friends before where like, let's say they'll have a call with the guy beforehand, so you get a feel for the energy and stuff like that. But then the call is like completely different to the texting energy. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
Tell us when that happened. Like, and did that make you go, okay, maybe I shouldn't see this guy? Did that make you want to see him more? Like,
both scenarios happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
So as I said, like when you're texting with someone, you can't know how they mean it,
yeah,
and like some jokes that they make, and also like you actually don't know how that person is actually feeling when they're texting with you.
very
But
true.
when you are on the phone call, like they can't hide.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
hide. Yeah,
They can't
Yeah.
hide their like feelings. They can't like overthink something that they want to say. So it's just a
Yeah.
different vibe.
Have you ever had all intention to meet up with a guy? You had a
Yeah.
phone call and then you're like, I'm not meeting with him.
No, actually
No.
no.
Okay, that's
Never
good.
happened. Yeah.
That's good then.
It was like, I think I had a phone call once when I thought, okay, it's not what I expected, but also you shouldn't have expectations when first meeting someone.
True.
So I gave it a go and it ended up being okay.
Yeah.
But like a bad experience, I didn't have like really bad experience. No.
Yeah. That's good.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.